Hi, it's your girl Okoyemi, and I'm here to talk to you about the top requirements to studying abroad. I understand that there are a lot of people here, especially in Nigeria, that they have dreams of studying in other countries like the UK, Canada, USA, Ireland, Australia, But before you decide to take a step towards those dreams, there are some things that you need to know, and those are the things that I have come to tell you and share with you in this video. So if you're interested in studying abroad or you're planning to, start a process and you're not even sure how best to start or how to go around it, then this video is for you. Follow me. Let's go. So the first thing that you want to make sure that you have is your academic qualifications. See, if you want to study abroad, there is no problem. But there are a lot of schools with a lot of entry requirements, and you have to be sure that whatever it is you have, BSc, undergraduate, PhD, HND, third class, second class upper, second class lower, whatever it is that applies to you, you have to make sure that it meets the entry requirements of the school that you're going to or the school you wish to study at. Now, your academic qualifications, I'm talking about your certificates, your transcript, you have to have them readily available for your application. The next thing you want to make sure that you have available is your international passport. Of course, you are going to be an international student and you cannot go anywhere without your international passport. It's not like you're going to Songo or you're going to Lagos or you're going to any other place in Nigeria or within your country. I don't know whatever country it is that you're in or from, but you get the gist. Your international passport is very, very important. Without it, you cannot even leave your own country to go study abroad. And the next thing that you need is your English proficiency test. This is a proof that you are able to communicate in English. For example, if you're going to a school that is in an English-speaking country, you'll be required to provide this. And if you're in Nigeria like I am, then your WAEC would suffice. Or if you're in West Africa, WAEC is going to suffice. But if you're not, examples are WAEC, KCSE, IELTS, TOEFL, PT, Duolingo, you can do all of that. In fact, there are some schools that have their own English tests. So you could check. If you do not meet the entry requirements for the English test, you could do or take the test that is available at the school. Then the next thing you need to have is your statement of purpose. This is what we call SOP. For the SOP, it's a document that you have to speak about your background, what you want to study in the school, why you've chosen the school, why you've chosen the course, and then what your career goals are. So that is what you have to have in your statement of purpose, just to give the school, more understanding of you and your person and what you have done in previous time. Then apart from your SOP, you need your CV. Now your CV has to be updated. The reason I'm saying this is that you do not just need to have your CV. You do not just need to have your education background on your CV. You have to have your experiences on your CV. There are some schools that probably do not meet the entry requirement, and then they would accept your application or give you an offer conditionally because you have an experience in the field. So, for example, it's a business program, and you didn't study a business program in school for your first degree, and you have an experience, wow, in business sector. So this is a reason for the school to choose you. So if you're going to be sending in your CV for any application, make sure that it is an updated CV. The next thing that you want to make sure you have is your reference. Now your reference could be work, it could be academic. These reference letters are very, very important because schools will ask you for them. Some might not, but in case you've sent an application to a school without the reference letter and they need it, then you'll be given an offer letter conditionally that you should provide the reference letter. So when that comes, you should be able and ready to send back the reference letter as the conditional document that is required by the school. And the last thing I have on my list is the proof of funds. You want to make sure that you have enough funds to cater for your education out of the country. And the way proof of funds works is this. The amount you need, okay, for example, you have made some certain percentage as commitment to the school, right? You need to have the balance of your tuition fee in your proof of funds. And then you need to have the amount that is needed for your living expenses wherever it is that you're going to in your proof of funds. So it's going to give the school and of course the immigration people confirmation, for example UKVI, confirmation that you have enough funds to cater for your education and your living expenses wherever it is that you're going to. Now there's a trick to it, okay? For proof of funds, you do not want to have exactly the amount, the conversion rate. You do not want to have exactly that amount in your proof of funds. The reason I have said this is there are sometimes that we understand how naira and dollar, the whole clash up and down, fluctuating and everything. We understand how it has been going on in our country lately. And then sometimes it is always advisable that any applicant whatsoever, wherever it is that they are in, they have extra in their proof of funds. By extra, I'm saying just add a little bit something on it that when FX increases, say fluctuation happens and it increases, then you're able to still go on with your proof of funds. So you don't have to break it, you don't have to start all over again because proof of funds are valid for 28 days. So it has to be in the account for 28 days. So in a case where FX fluctuation happens and the amount you need in your account or your proof of funds is supposed to be more, for example, the amount you have is 100k and you need 150k. Now you're going to have to add 50k to top it. That's if you do have it at the time, and then you're going to have to start reading again because proof of fund is valid for 28 days. It has to be in the bank for 28 days for validity. So let me give a recap of everything I've said here. The first thing you need is to make sure that your academic qualifications are intact. You have to make sure that you have your international passport ready. You have to make sure that your English proficiency test is ready. You have to make sure that you have your SOP, make sure that you have your CV, your references, and lastly, your proof of funds must be intact. If you like this video or you want to talk about something else that interests you, you can drop a comment. You can like and share this video as well to people or your friends that you know are going to benefit from this information. I'll see you again the next time. Till then, enjoy the rest of the day. Bye.